Welcome to the Travel Because You Can podcast. I'm Darci Murray, and this is...
I'm Christal Bauer.
And together we've been in travel for, well over 50 years. So we've
it's like half a century.
Half a century. So we have so many stories to tell.
And people to meet. We want to share our love of travel with you.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Travel Because You Can podcast. Welcome to Dean Nelson. Dean is one of our independent agents at PTM with an incredible story to tell. Dean has just incredibly built a business that really reflects, I think, who you are as a person. I think you champion many causes. You are very clear in the direction that you take your business. And we are super excited to have you to start with and to hear more about who you are as a traveler and who you are as a travel consultant. So welcome, Dean.
Thanks for being here, Dean.
Yay.
And we want to start off immediately with a cheersing moment because we might be wanting to clink glasses throughout this whole episode.
Oh, yay.
So let's talk about what's in your glass. What did you guys choose to have your cheersing moment today?
Well, I know that Dean absolutely loves gin and tonic.
Here you go, my dear.
So I took this opportunity to crack open a super interesting bottle of gin. So this is Bloom. This is actually owned by one of our travel partners, Abercrombie and Kent.
Wow, I did not know.
Yeah, it was just a really special gift that they left for us in a cabin on Crystal Cruise last spring. So I thought, what a better person to open this bottle with than Dean. So this is the Bloom Jasmine and Rose Gin. So yeah, let's give it a go.
A splash of pink. I love
Amazing.
it.
Splash of pink. Cheers to you.
Yeah.
Well, wait a second, folks.
right.
Wait a
yes.
second,
And
because
what are you drinking?
I'm keeping up with the whole gin theme with my very good producer friend over here, Miss Brooke Riddell. Come on over. We're gonna cheers together. So this is a 0 proof Tanqueray. So we're also having gin and tonic
I love it.
with you. Same glass. Nobody would know. And I love that. It's such an inclusive moment. We're gin and tonicking it up today. So
Yes.
cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
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 Thanks for joining us in our cheersing moment, Brooke.
You're welcome. Taking this with me.
Do. She makes all the magic happen. She produces our
summery.
podcast.
Yeah. Very refreshing.
Very refreshing. It's actually quite good. It's very, very good. And it will definitely help us, I think, get through the 30-degree temperature in the studio. We happen to be filming in Port Moody, British Columbia, and we are definitely having a heat wave.
Yeah,
So if we get a bit glowy, I think that's to do with the temperature out there.
Crystal's got her fan here.
I do have my fan, and I think, did I talk about this on another episode about?
No, you didn't, but Dean's fan is way better than your fan.
All right, I'll just put mine away. I have been out-fanned.
You have been out-fanned.
No, it's not. So funny, so funny. Anyways, let's get started. Let's start talking about Dean. Is it okay if I ask you a few questions and
Absolutely.
Get to know you a little bit better? You know, Dean, take us back to the beginning. How did you find your way into travel? I'm sure it was organic evolution. So I think we'd love to hear that story.
Yeah, well, travel has always been part of my DNA. Like I was born in Banff, Alberta, and lived in Canmore, and I was always an explorer at a very, very young age, and I was a really good escape artist. So even knowing we had a 6-foot high fence, I would be able to escape and disappear and go wandering. And of course, I look so much like my dad. Everybody in town knew who I was, and they're just like, "Oh, Constable Nelson, your son is here at the bank. He's helping us count money again."
Oh my God, that is so funny.
So I've always had this Viking explorer gene. And I've always had, the other thread that's really important to me is really embracing the art of hospitality and talking to people and listening to stories. And the other important thread that has followed me throughout everything that I've touched is manifestation. So I'm also a big believer in the law of attraction, and the universe doesn't understand negative or positive. It only understands the action. So I've always been very good at manifesting what I want. It doesn't come right away, but eventually it does.
Right.
Like for instance, I've always wanted to go to Churchill, Manitoba to see the polar bears and belugas. Guess what?
It's
I leave on
happening!
Sunday.
my
I am so
gosh.
excited. And
That's going to be such
yeah,
a spectacular trip.
And thanks to Christal, she was just rang me up out of the blue one day and just said, "Hey, we have an opportunity. Would you be willing to go up to Churchill?" I'm just like, yes. So I'm really excited about that.
So good. We'll definitely have to have you back.
I was just going to say
Right?
that, and there you go. And that's what this podcast is going to do. Now Dean's going to have to come
You're gonna
back
have
and
to
talk
come
about
back.
the trip that he went on, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And I love the fact that you were basically born in a tourist destination.
And I've lived most of my life in Whistler as well, which is really
Another one.
another one. It's so the mountains and the ocean is like so important to me. So I need to be close to those elements. And also at the university, I earned a scholarship to study Japanese business management and
Wow.
culture. And so I went to Japan for a year. And again, it was learning the art of hospitality, and who does it better than the Asians? The Japanese are just absolutely
best.
I did not know that
amazing.
about you.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
I knew a little bit. I didn't know the full story.
Oh,
so it's
love that.
amazing.
Cheers
Yeah.
to you.
Well, thank you.
Here we go again. Cheers.
Yeah.
So
That is so delicious.
So tell us. How long have you been a travel advisor? How long have you been making other people's dreams come true?
Well, I've been in tourism for almost 40 years.
Wow.
But I've been an actual travel advisor for really the last 10 years.
has it been 10?
Yeah, it's probably a little less than that. But
Okay.
when I was event producing, I was helping a few people with some of their travel arrangements unofficially. And then when I was in Tahiti,
Oh, this is the story. Okay, tell this story. I love this story.
yeah, so I had an opportunity to be on the Paul Gauguin with my best friend, and while we were sailing, we met this lovely lady who was traveling by herself, and her name was Ricky,
That's my mom.
and we just had this beautiful conversation, and she got to know me a little bit and wanted to know what I was doing, and she goes, "Well, Dean, when you get tired of planning parties and want to have a real adventure and help people really explore the world, you need to come and have a chat with me." So
She
one
planted
day,
the seed.
so one day I rang up Ricky and I said, "Okay, I think I'm ready for that conversation." And she says, "Okay, come in." And so we had this great conversation, and that's where it all began. So I transitioned from event producing into actually planning travel for people, which was really exciting. And that was in 2018, I guess. I started transitioning into that role, and then 2019, like I was like so ready to get it all done, and then 2020 hit, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, what just happened?
Right?
And it was so heartbreaking, like canceling all those trips that we had worked so hard to build. But at the same time, it was such a blessing because it gave me an opportunity to really connect with our team and really look at how we do business and how can we do it better.
Right.
And really all of 2020 and heading into 2022 was that redefining who we are and how we can do better. And in between all that, I was back in the movie world, event or location managing, which is, again, it's the art of hospitality. It's
Right.
working with the different venues and homeowners and making sure that our movie crew are being respectful of their property and keeping the community safe. and all
love
that.
that.
So it always had those three threads still through it, even through that. So
Oh,
it's
I
pretty
love
exciting.
that. It's I think in so many hospitality and dealing with people, business, it's all trust, right? The
Yes.
homeowners trusted you with their home.
Yeah.
The movie people trusted that you found the best location, leading right into a naturally progression into your clients trust that you are going to, give them the best experience that they can ever wish for. So I have to know when you sat down with Ricky and you thought, okay, well, maybe this is something I could actually do. Is it different than what you thought this job was to what it is today? Or do you think it, really, are you a different travel agent or whatever when you started to where you are now? I think is.
Well, I think what makes me different and my journey different is I started in the hotel world first.
Right.
So I've opened up 7 hotels.
Wow, that's incredible.
I've done 2 rebrands of hotels. I've worked for a DMC. I've done event management, and now I'm doing travel advising. So I have this incredible knowledge of how operations work from a very micro level.
Right.
And so I have that intelligence and I have those contacts worldwide. So I'm able to call up different suppliers and I have this 40-year history with suppliers, which is pretty remarkable for a guy who's only 40.
40, right? I was like, wow.
And only
If
been in the
only.
industry under 10
Yes.
years. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
love that. I love
Yeah.
that.
I want to know how you came up with a company name. Your company name is Departures by Dean. So how did that transpire?
Yeah, so my partner at the time is a graphic designer and I was just getting frustrated with event producing because it was a lot of work and very rewarding, but it was just financially it was just very hard. So I needed a switch. I needed to find that passion again. And when I had discussed going into being a travel advisor, we needed to come up with a name. And my university had just bestowed an honorary doctorates of law to me. So I'm now a doctor.
Wow,
What?
we're a lawyer.
Oh my
which
word.
is
Really?
pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the university gave me both a Distinguished Alumni Award and a Doctorates of Law Award for my work in international LGBTQ human rights and tourism,
Wow.
which I'm really, really proud of.
As you should be.
And so now that I'm a doctor, on paper, I can prescribe travel for people.
You
Oh
can.
my gosh.
Oh my
Yes.
God, that's perfect.
And my partner is just like, well, you know what Dean means? And I go, my name? He goes, well, it means the power of 10. And an X also means 10. And so it's just, it also means connection. And I really believe in this Japanese phrase, which is ichigo ichie. And it means each person is on their own life thread that goes through this universe. And when you connect with another person on that journey, you are creating this energy, this spark. And you're learning something from that person, and that person is learning something from you. And in that moment, that's called ichigo ichie, which is really, really exciting. So we're just like, well, this Departures by Dean could be what the new brand is. But yeah, so that's kind of how it came about. So yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
I love that.
It's so purposeful, right? I think,
Yeah.
you can manifest these things into the universe, but you also create that pathway and that purpose and go looking for the things that you've actually manifested. So that's very, very cool. I want to start talking a little bit more about Departures by Dean, being a travel advisor with a niche in that, diversity inclusion niche. the knowledge that you have firsthand, I mean, could save someone's life.
Yeah.
Like, not being overly dramatic, but it really could.
Yeah, yeah. My first visit to Kenya, I was able to go with a supplier, and I had met the supplier at an IGLTA show at the International Gay Lesbian Travel Association. And I said, well, I can't go to Kenya. Kenya is again, hostile towards our community. And she goes, oh, well, on paper it is, but in reality it's okay. And I said, well, before I send any of my clients, I need to experience it firsthand. And she says, okay, come over. So I went over, and it was the most amazing experience. Yes, on paper, very hostile towards our community, but in practice, working with trusted suppliers, I felt completely safe. It was really exciting to have these honest, authentic conversations with some of the Maasai people and talking about gender and sexual diversity, and not that they agreed to homosexuality, they could appreciate it, and over the years they've met many beautiful LGBTQ people, and they go, we're just human. Yeah, and we're here to experience this beautiful wildlife experience, experience some of our culture, and we're not forced to be sleeping with who we don't want to sleep with. So everybody was just treated with respect and dignity, and that's all what we're looking for. And as a travel advisor, I'm always looking for those suppliers that will be able to ensure that our clients stay safe.
So I have a question, because you're a fantastic storyteller. You really are, right? And you have blogs, and you always post after your trips. Have you sold Kenya as a result of your trip over there?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, quite a few times.
So it had the ripple effect, and it's working.
Oh, it absolutely is. And, when I look at social media is just one of those necessary evils. Not that I'm receiving any business inquiries directly from social media,
Right.
but it's that frequency, and it's just that reminder of people of thinking about that possibility, of that dream. And what's important is to get people to actually get into the destination, to experience it for themselves, and not sit at home and live through other people's dreams. We want to create those dreams for you.
No, absolutely.
100%.
We talk about getting out there and living your best life and doing these bucket list trips and all of that. What are some of your best trips that you've ever taken personally? I know it wasn't on the official list of questions, but I just get so enthralled with listening to you. Thought I would catch you off guard. What's the best?
Well, I have to preface it saying that I absolutely despise the cold. I hate cold.
So it's not Iceland.
It's the Antarctic.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
The Antarctic for me was one of the I've had the privilege.
And now you're going to polar bears. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off again. You're
the polar regions.
You're evolving.
No. It's the polar regions are just so special. It's a very expensive destination to go to. Yep. And same with Rwanda. It's another expensive destination to go to, and it's because it's limited capacity of how many people can actually go there. And when you're doing the polar regions, you want to do it properly. You don't want to do a sail by.
No.
Like that's going to Disneyland and seeing it all through the parking lot and not actually able to experience it, right?
Right.
You need to go and breathe it, live it. You need to see those penguins pooping projectiles
and smell
towards
them.
you and smell them and hear them.
And hear them.
Nice. Full sensory.
It's absolutely full sensory.
Right.
But the Antarctic was one of the few places that I felt so insignificant
Right.
and so special. That I was one of a few, less than 1 million people that have actually stepped foot on the shelf and actually got to sleep overnight on the Antarctic.
You got to sleep.
Yeah.
Wow. Not on a ship.
Not on a ship, in a tent.
In a tent.
In a tent.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was pretty special. And of course, I had my pride flag going, so it was.
Didn't need your fan.
I didn't need my fan, but it was actually shockingly warm there.
Really?
So we were there in January, and it probably got up to around 18 degrees, which was really warm for that area. But then other days, I was down to like 0 and blustery, and the Drake showed.
Did you do that?
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
God, the Drake Passage.
the Drake
tell
Passage.
us a bit about that.
Yeah. So we were really lucky coming across the Drake. It was glass, and the expedition leaders and the captain, the ice captain, they're just like, we haven't experienced that just a handful of times. Like, this is really, really remarkable. It normally takes about 2 days to cross the Drake. We got over in about 8 hours. Like, it was
oh wow.
we were just whipping through there, and they said, there's a set of islands that we haven't explored yet. We really want to go there, so we're just going to just
Because you had the extra time,
metal.
you got to see it.
Yeah.
What cruise line were you on?
We were with G Adventures.
Oh, okay.
And
Perfect.
it was a near full ship charter. We had a medical conference on board with seacourses.
Oh, right.
And it was just a very, very special moment to be able to go and explore areas that our expedition team hadn't been to, and they were just so excited about it.
Wow.
So that gave us some. By coming back, we had to seek refuge into Desolation Island, I think. It's the cinder cone that we sail into, and they had an old whaling factory there.
Oh, wow.
And that's where we did our polar plunge, and that was pretty exciting. But
Oh,
and we climb up to this mountain, and there's this like little area that opens up, and it's called Neptune's Window, I think. And it was like blowing and crazy, and that was the first time I actually experienced what a monochromatic life was, because it was just different shades of grays and blues, and that's it, whites.
Interesting.
It was just such an amazing experience.
wow. But you felt safe the whole
I
time.
felt safe, yeah.
Yeah, no.
There's a couple times like the waves are coming up over the ship, and we're just like, oh my God, are we going? And unfortunately, another ship that was heading out as we were going in, their windows got blown out, and so they had to
Holy
turn around
smokes.
and go back. And
Wow.
yeah.
So I have a question, because you're gone a lot. Okay. So what would you say? Like, if 8 months of the year you're gone, 6 months on adventures? Like, to me, it seems like maybe 9 or 10, but it's probably not that much.
On average, I'm usually about 10 days in Vancouver every 2 months or so.
Wow.
So how do you handle that? Because, I mean, a lot of people will think, oh, you got the dream job, you're exploring the world, but there are challenges to that as well, because there's
Yeah.
different time zones, and you have a very loyal client base. So
Yeah.
how do you handle the work, adventure balance while you're
Yeah.
gone?
Well, it's I'm in the business because I love to travel, and planning travel pays the bills,
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
can travel.
Right.
So I need to be traveling or working whenever I can fit it in. So sometimes that means getting up at 2, 3 in the morning and working from 3 in the morning until 6, 7 in the morning to work on client files, and then go off on expedition or safari or whatever it is. But it's worth it, because I'm able to go off and have these amazing experiences. And same with when I come home in the afternoon. I'll check emails, respond whenever I can. My family and a lot of my friends, they also give me a hard time, because they say, you're always on that phone.
Well-
and it's just because I'm replying to emails.
Right.
I'm keeping files moving, so I get paid.
Yeah.
So I can make sure that people have amazing experiences. And then it's also finding the time to try and schedule social media posts and
Yep.
and share some of the things that I've learned and create content for my website. So
Yeah, it's really a 24/7.
Yeah.
You know, and I know we talked about it on one of our earlier podcasts, is that being in this industry is a lifestyle. It's not just a job or not just a career. It's something that you live and you breathe, and you tell as many people that you possibly can how wonderful it is. I can kind of look back in my life and being a travel agent, sitting at a desk in the 80s, flipping through some of the, tariff books and just the craziness, and having the vision, 40 years, 30 years from then, that I could actually take my technology with me, that it would, be contained in a relatively small device, and I could still do the exact same thing that I do and see the world while I'm doing it. And it just blows my mind that we're here, that we are in this situation, that you can work independently, you can partner yourself, and we of course are a host agency with personal travel management, allows you to have that home base and the support with someone not traveling the world, and you can go out and live your best life. And I'm not going to use the word you're lucky, because I really hate when people tell me I'm lucky, because it was a plan, right?
It was a plan, and we just simply chose the best jobs ever. We like to say that, best jobs ever. We have the best jobs ever.
We must
cheers.
That.
I think
is
so.
a
And we
cheers
do.
moment.
Let's tell
Absolutely.
everybody how they can find you, Dean.
Yeah. How do we find you? No, well, I know how to find you.
Well, you're on the personal travel management website.
Yeah.
But you do have your own
Yeah.
website as well, which
So
is
it's departuresxdean.com, and that's my social media handle. And my more personal handle is @GayWhistler as well.
Right.
Okay.
We didn't even have a chance to talk about the whole, Whistler adventure and the festival that you put on for years. Again, we are going to have you
for
back.
sure.
Yeah.
Can I
many,
just
many
ask
times.
your best platform? Like, if somebody wanted to follow you on social media, what would be the best platform?
Probably Instagram.
Instagram,
Yeah,
and that would be
Instagram.
Departures by Dean?
Yeah, Departures X Dean.
Departures X Dean.
No,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
We have to do the Stella, and I think we have some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
You're going to get to ask them, because I'm really not that great at that game.
So we have 3 rapid fire questions.
Okay.
And then you get to expand on one and one only.
Okay.
One
Oh dear.
and one only. Crystal does
I
not
break every
follow
rule.
these rules.
Yeah.
Okay?
Because she asks such great questions, and then it triggers all of these travel memories, and you're like, oh, but I got to tell you about this. And then it goes sideways.
Okay. So, cruise line that has given you the best cocktail.
Oh.
Ooh. Explora.
Explorer?
Explorer Journeys.
See? See, I almost started to tell my story about...
Then you get to expand
No,
on one
I'm
of
just
them.
I'm just saying the full cruise name.
Oh, okay.
Explorer Journeys.
That you're allowed to do that. Sorry, I didn't mean to give you the hand.
She's used to like corralling me.
I'm using
Girlfriend. Did you just give me the hand?
Do you travel with a carry-on or checked?
You gotta say
Tell
one
the
word.
truth. Tell the truth.
Normally I do
so
just
hard.
carry on, but it depends on the destination. It's so
enough.
complicated.
And then the time frame as well. Okay, fair enough. Window or aisle?
Girl, I only fly business.
I knew it.
So I always have a window and an aisle.
So at Christmas time, we had this amazing Christmas party, and Dean shows up. I don't know. He had something on your head. I'm sure there was
Yeah, I
something
had
on
reindeer
You had reindeer
antlers.
on your head, but his shirt was brilliant green with very bold white letters saying, "Does it look like I fly economy?" Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Does it look like I fly economy? And if you're only listening and you're not watching us today, Dean is like a very stylish fella, I have to say. So thank you so much for. Oh no, I can't say thank you yet, because you have to
Right.
tell us
Oh, yes.
what you would pack based on this episode. What you would pack. And Miss Stella Noble. And Miss Stella Noble was actually named by our friend Dean, because we were at a convention for Ensemble with our consortia, and I carried around this yellow suitcase for 3 straight days.
You did.
And we plopped the suitcase in the middle of our table because we were supposed to decorate our table and be distinct and our new brand. And our new brand color is this lovely yellow. And somebody came up with the idea that we needed to name the suitcase because
Probably Dean.
it was just yellow suitcase at that time. And Dean said that we should name it Miss Stella Noble because it's a noble suitcase. And yes, we love it. So we call her Stella, and Stella comes with us. So what would you pack in Miss Stella Noble?
Okay.
So
based on
I
today?
brought
have
props.
Okay.
So number 1, you need to have compression cubes, and this is the best. It's Poxum.
Okay.
It's the best.
Okay.
Life-changing. Amazing. Having a super duper battery, a must. It powers my laptop and my watch, my phone.
Wow,
everything.
that's like construction worker
I know,
battery.
it looks like
Oh,
it
my
belongs
God.
in a...
Need to
huge.
have a fan. The fan is great for keeping wildlife away. Shading.
Wildlife are you? What?
Well, sometimes you get monkeys and you need to,
Gunfire!
need to scare them away.
Wow.
You need to have a yellow umbrella
Love,
because
love.
you can pop out of the crowd quite easily. It gives you rain protection, sun protection.
And makes all your social posts look fantastic.
Yes.
Yep. Oh,
Need to have my water bottle.
Yes.
For sure.
Your Lark water bottle
Yes.
with a built-in filter that we all love at the office.
I need to have my little neck brace.
wow. I've never
It's-
seen one of those.
Yeah, this is the best.
Holy moly.
Oh, wow.
my
You
eye
really
mask.
did come prepared. Okay.
Where are you pulling that out of?
Do you have like a tickle trunk? Yeah.
You always have to carry a buff.
Right.
Oh.
A buff is really, really important because you can use it as when you go to the washroom to dry your hands.
Tie
You
your hair
can-
back.
You can tie your hair back. Well, it's dipping it in cold water.
If a Survivor
and
game breaks
wearing
out.
it. Oh, no.
I got one in the
there's-
Camino.
If there's smoke or something,
Yeah.
like you can use it. You can use it as an eye mask. You can all sorts of different things I've used it for. Yeah, so those are the most important things that I carry. Oh, the other one that I absolutely have to carry is a couple more things. So I love this little tripod.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
an
cool.
amazing little tripod for my social media posts. And it's also really good for using it as my second monitor. So when I always travel with my laptop. My MacBook Pro is amazing. But I can put my phone here and I can use it as my second monitor, which is really great. But the other thing that I love is my air flies.
That's what he was.
Yeah.
So the air fly, you stick that into the airline,
System.
System.
Or entertainment system.
and then I have my AirPods,
Right.
which are great for noise canceling and for listening to different things. So, and the last
And if you just
thing,
don't want to talk to the person
Am I going to have
next
to
to
give him
you.
a hand again on all this stuff? That you
No,
and the
no.
last thing is my Wise card.
Right.
It is the most important travel card out there because you can load different currencies. It's really great for managing budgets. And
yeah.
if you have a group of travelers that you're working with, and instead of saying, okay, we all need to go to this restaurant, what I can do is I can send them Wise funds. So, okay, lunch. You have lunch for 2 hours. Here's some money. Here's some euros, and I just load it onto their Wise card,
Wow.
and makes it just so much easier for travel planning.
I
So
love it. Oh, it's good.
yeah,
Good tips.
yeah.
Well, Dean, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
We'll do a final cheers.
A final cheers.
Final cheers. Love it.
And if you're listening today and you liked what you heard, we'd love you to get hooked on the Travel Because You Can podcast. Like, follow, share, subscribe, and forward these episodes to your friends. We value your support. Until soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Cheers.
Thanks for listening to the Travel Because You Can podcast. If you liked listening to us, please follow, like, share, do all those things.
And comment. We'd love to hear your feedback because we really care.
Thanks for listening to the Travel Because You Can podcast. Please follow us on
Instagram, absolutely.
No.
We're just,
Question,
Yeah, I don't know what the right answer is.
okay.
Like, follow, share, subscribe.
if you enjoyed the show,
Or not.
don't say that.
Just kidding.
Lock it in. Okay,
Okay, try again.
with my radio voice.
That's a lot. Okay.
Right? Like, can she not write it down for us? Like,
Keep some of this stuff in.